guys, it's Samurai. How are you guys doing today? Because having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to be making a video called 100 Things That I Hate, where basically I talk about 100 things that I hate.
Every smile you fake, every claim you stick, I'll be watching you.
Number 1, the word futon. It's just such a cringy word. Like, if you guys don't know what a futon is, it's basically like one of those cheap little beds that you can pull out and that you can like make them flat into a bed and stuff like that. So I just hate the word futon. It's just so cringy. I mean, you could just say like couch. Like, I just call them a couch. Number 2, saying, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. I hate it when people say that. Like, if you've told me once, you have not told me 1,000 times. If you've told me once, you've told me once. Like, I don't get why people say that. 3, saying that my videos are cancer. Now, yes, my videos are cringy, and they're stupid, and they might make you want to kill yourself some days. And probably almost every day. And, you know, I wouldn't blame you for that. I try to, you know, be not cringy, but in the process of being not cringy, I get pretty cringy, so, I mean, I don't blame you for wanting to kill yourself, but, because of my videos, but, you know, saying that my videos are cancer, like, cancer is a disease where cells grow uncontrollably and cannot handle it anymore. That's what cancer is, not a cringy kid's video that makes you want to kill yourself. 4, people who think that fake is bad. Fake is not bad, okay? You know, fake friendships, fake people, you'll come by those in your life, and those are bad. But, you know, fake YouTube videos, like, I followed along with a series for like 6 months that was fake. And I knew it was fake, but I loved every second of the series because it's inspiring. Like, you know, like, you see Netflix, you know, TV series, you see things on TV, you see movies. We know those are fake, but we don't really care. But people seem to just hate it so much when it's on YouTube that it's fake. I'm not sure why. I'll never get that. I'll never get why, if it's fake on YouTube, it's bad. I mean, it's entertaining, and that's all that matters. Thumbnails with circles on them. It could be like, you know, here's this ship that was about to sink. Put a circle around one part of the ship, and now everybody's going to want to watch the video. Like, I don't want to watch the video anymore. 6, people who film in portrait mode. I hate those people. Why can't they just film in landscape and, like, stop shaking their video and just film it normally? 7, long, hateful, no grammar comments. I get a lot of those just telling me to kill myself and that I'm bad and that I should go die. And I don't even understand what the comment's saying because it's all in capitals. You know, there's no periods, they spell all the words wrong, but I don't know. People who say that NASCAR isn't a sport. I hate when people say that NASCAR isn't a sport, because it definitely is. You know, I could say that football isn't a sport, or basketball isn't a sport because, you know, they're throwing a ball across a field, or they're throwing a ball across a court and just throwing it into a net. You know, it seems simple, right? I mean, NASCAR seems simple, just driving a bunch of cars around in circles. Doesn't that seem simple? But there's a difference of, is it actually simple or not? It's hard work. It really is, you know. People who mostly say that NASCAR isn't a sport and that they're just driving around in circles have never been behind the wheel of a car in their life. You know, most people, you know, who are adults, and, you know, when they're asked, is NASCAR a sport, they'll say, yeah. I mean, and even if they say, no, it's not a sport, they'll say that there's a total level of athleticism that is involved, which, I mean, it's true. I mean, they are athletes. I mean, the fact that you can, you know, be driving those cars at 200 miles an hour around in a circle without wrecking for 3 hours without a bathroom break is just insane. So, you know, football, they throw a ball across the field, stop every 15 seconds, you know, have a bathroom break after halftime, and it's just that, it's that simple. I mean, it's not simple, it's still a sport, but I mean, I don't get why people think that football or basketball is a sport, but NASCAR isn't. Number 9, making fat kids, like me, run in gym class. I hate it. I mean, just everybody's gonna laugh at them and be like, oh, you just run faster, you dumb kid. And we can't. We really can't. Like, what I like to do, and it's a good balance, is that We had to run about 16 laps in gym class at the beginning of class, indoors. So what I usually like to do is, for 2 corners, I like to walk, and 2 corners I like to run. And it's a good balance because I can run very fast, just not very long. So, and then I get that time to rest, and then I get the time to run again. Number 10, homework. I hate homework. I hate it. I mean, why would you do homework? Why do teachers give you homework? I know it's not the teachers who necessarily want you to have homework, but why do you get homework? Education is for school, not home. I don't get it. Number 11, that I get the same views as some other YouTubers, but I don't get the same money as them. My view count on my channel is over 100,000, and other YouTubers that will get 100,000 views on a video will make like $100 just from that video. But my total amount that I have, and I have over 100,000 views, is like $8. $8. I mean, it seems like I should have $100, since that's kind of like how the YouTube algorithm, it's messed up. I don't get it. Like, some people will get the same thing, and you get the same thing, but the outcome is 2 totally different things. I'm not doing it for the money, though. Or am I? 12. People that take flash pictures in the mirror. I don't get why they do that. I mean, that you see nothing. You legit see a flash in maybe parts of their legs. I mean, who even is that person? So send me a picture of yourself so I know how you look, Miss Person that I'm on this, like, weird Omegle thing with, that I want to kind of date, but I don't know how she looks. Like, oh, and then you send me the picture of yourself in the mirror with flash. I can see, like, your legs. I don't know what your face looks like. How am I supposed to identify you? You could be, like, any of the 5 billion girls in the world. Which one are you? 14. Boys who take pictures of their shoes. Now, why would you take pictures of your shoes and just, like, brag about it to everybody? Boys are just so annoying about their shoes. Like, my shoes are dirty, and I don't care. Like, your shoes are meant to protect your feet from getting dirty. So, boys who will show off their shoes or, like, be so, oh my god, don't get one scuff of dirt on my shoes or I will kill you. Like, there are people in the world that don't even have shoes. You should be thankful to have these shoes, and if they get one piece of dirt on them, it's not the end of the world. 15. The fact that you didn't notice that I skipped the number 13. Yeah, I skipped number 13. 16. The fact that you went back and checked to realize that I skipped the number 13. Number 17. The fact that you realized that you were stupid for not realizing that I skipped number 13. 18. Pointless math. I hate pointless math. The stuff that you don't actually have to learn, but they just make you do that for whatever reason. You'll go to school and they'll do, like, x equals 25 billion to the power of the sun minus 16 Nerf guns minus 25 Bob went to the store minus 16. I mean, now find the mass of, like, Kyle Busch. 19. When people get angry about people being angry. Like, okay, you're just being a hypocrite now because you tell people not to get angry, but you're getting angry about the fact that they're getting angry. 20. Constipation. I just put that there because I had no other ideas. So, that's the only reason I said constipation. 21. When people say that 9 plus 10 equals 19, it doesn't. It's simple math. 9 plus 10 equals 21. Do the math. It's easy. The calculators might lie, but it's simple math. When adults don't like the way that their parents parented them, but they parent their kids the same exact way, it doesn't make much sense. Like, you want it to be different than how you were parented, but then you just don't. Like, be the change that you want to see in the world. Don't be like everyone else. Number 23, unhelium balloons. I hate it when I just want that balloon to fly away and it doesn't. It's just so annoying. 24, balloons in stores that have that plastic thing on the bottom of them so they can't fly away. Just yesterday I was in the store and I ripped that thing off and let go of the balloon and it just went all the way up to the ceiling. It was pretty beautiful. 25, Leafy is here. I don't like him. He's hateful. I hate Leafy because he hates. See, I'm just hating on him now. Man. You know what? I'm shutting down the YouTube channel. Turn it off. 26. The word satchel. Ugh. Why? Why can't you just call it a book bag or a backpack? 27. Expecting everybody to be as perfect as you are. Like, that's another thing that I'm talking about in gym class. Like, I'm not perfect. I am not fast. I'm a fat kid. I'm fat. I'm a fatty fatso. I'm fat. And I don't run that good. So, I don't play sports that good. The one sport that I might be somewhat good at is baseball. I can sometimes hit the ball kind of far, and I can run to one base. 28. Bus drivers that hate kids. Okay, so you're working with kids, right? That's your job, is to drive kids, to and from school. That's like one of the most important jobs in the world. And you don't like kids. Like, I don't feel like they should hire you if you don't like kids, because if you don't like a certain kid, you can be like, oh, I'm going to crash the bus and kill this kid because I don't like him, and then in the same time, I'm going to kill all the other kids just to kill this one kid. Like, don't. Or you could just decide, like, okay, as the kid's crossing the street, I'll just hit him. Like, you gotta like kids to be driving a bus. 29. People who are annoying about bad words. Like, calm down. They're just words. They're simple words. Like, there's nothing bad about them at all. They're just words. And honestly, the reason that I use bad words so much is to get my point across without being abusive. I mean, I could, if I had a child, I could, beat the crap out of them when they do something bad. Or I could scream at them and, use bad words to get my point across, right? Right? So stop being so annoying. Like, I could be inflicting pain onto somebody's body, but instead I am deciding to use a simple 4-letter word, or 5, or however many. You can calm down. You can calm yourself down. You can legitimately take a chill pill. You can take 7 chill pills. I'll even buy you the chill pills. How about that? Okay? People who have lived in small communities like their whole lives, like one small community for their whole lives, and now they've own a business that their parents owned and their grandparents owned, and they don't know much about technology or anything, and they go to the country club, and they have just so many short group of people that they know. They live in a small town of about 1,000 people, but then so they're just so afraid of one person messing it all up, just by one action. I hate those type of people. I just cannot stand them. When people that do hard work get no views for it. You could see somebody putting in weeks of work on a skit and it get 100 views. And then you could see PewDiePie put in 5 hours. You can see PewDiePie putting in 5 hours worth of work for him taking a poopy, and it get 5 million views. I love PewDiePie and all. I'm not hating on necessarily PewDiePie himself. It's just an example. 32. When people think that punishment makes things better. No, it doesn't. Obviously, if you're out murdering people on the streets, the best thing to do is take them in so they're not murdering people on the streets. But, your kid gets a bad grade in school. Don't take his Xbox away from him. Timmy's a good kid. He's a good kid. He doesn't deserve his Xbox gone because he got a bad grade in school. He'll find something. He'll find something that he loves and can do without getting that good of grades, okay? So don't take your child's Xbox away. Don't take your child's TV away because of something stupid, like they forgot to take out the trash or they got bad grades. Okay? He's a good kid. Timmy's a good kid, I promise. I know him. I've met him. 33. Coming to a conclusion without literal proof. So let's say, you think that Sammy might have taken a poo-poo on the window. So you go and ask the kid who does not like Sam, did Sam take a poo-poo on the window? What do you think the kid's gonna say? Yeah, Sam took the poo-poo on the window, for sure. So why would you trust the kid that doesn't like Sam? But also, at the same time, don't ask the kid who does like Sam. Because then he's gonna say, no, Sam didn't take a poo-poo on the window, even if he might have. So, you gotta have literal proof, like, oh yeah, here's the fingerprints of Sam touching the window right before he took a poo-poo. And, like, try to find a camera set up that shows, oh yeah, I have camera proof that shows that Sam took a poo-poo on the window. 34. Having to run the mile in gym class. I just don't like running the mile in gym class. Sometimes I'll just try to find a way to, like, leave the last few laps of it off. Yeah, because it's stupid. Number 35. People who say that YouTube isn't a real job. Those are the most obnoxious people in the world. 36. Telling people to kill themselves. Like, why would you do that? Why would you tell someone to kill themselves? You should think about what you're saying when you tell people to kill themselves, because it's much more awful than, you know, what it sounds like. Oh, just kill yourself because you're annoying and you're a fat, cringy kid and you're cancer and you have autism. It's a lot more, you know, kind of offensive in a way, because you're legitimately telling them to kill themselves, end their lives, make their families spend thousands of dollars on funerals, you know, getting rid of all connections with everybody that loves that one person, and you're the cause of that. 37. The school system. I hate it. It's messed up. It's screwed up. I mean, everything about it is just screwed up. The fact that they pay teachers low for students getting bad grades, like, I mean, it might be their fault that they're not teaching the student well enough, but also it's like the school system's fault for making teachers teach ridiculously. 38. Now this is something that might be the teacher's fault, but it also might be the school system's fault. Teachers who expect you to read. Now Miss my English teacher, she's pretty cool. I like her, even though she makes us read. And, I mean, I think she actually wants us to read. And, you know, she's actually somewhat made me like reading this year. I used to hate it, but I kind of like it now. And I think that's mostly because of her. But, you know, other teachers, though, that expect you to read, like, yeah, here, you get 1 week to read this book, and then you get, like, you have to write a report on it, and you get to do nothing else with your life except read a book, and nobody reads books these days except for you, because that's still going to be a thing happening in, like, 2026, out when you're in the height of your life, reading books on the construction job, because that's what you're going to have to do. 39. Google Street View not telling you the exact date that the Google Street View car came by a certain place. Now, I know if you go into Google Maps and you go into Google Street View, I think in at least the computer version, you can see, like, the month and the year that the Google Street View car came by, but it doesn't tell you the exact date. And I'd like to, because the Google Street View car that goes by McJuggerNugget's house, I want to see him filming possibly on that day and possibly seeing the Google Street View car pass by his house. Number 40. Advertising things that nobody is going to buy. Now, there's a lot of people around Syracuse who are just the most obnoxious about car commercials and, like, things that nobody's gonna buy. Like, yeah, you got this, like, $0 down, $20 a month for this car that you're gonna have to spend money on for the next, like, 20 years. It's gonna be huge! Go buy it now! Like, okay, you gotta have a catch. Like, you know, the Geico commercials. I actually think I might use Geico car insurance because that little Gecko guy and all the funny commercials, like, they know what they're doing. But these like, local commercials, like, of things that nobody's gonna buy, like, oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna get an iPad, and you're gonna get an iPad with it, like, yeah, your Apple iPad, and we don't know how to spell iPad because we spelled capital I, lowercase p-a-d. Like, okay, you gotta have a catch. What you're benefiting from us getting rid of our perfectly good car and going and buying your car. 41. Football freaks. That they're just so annoying. Like, yeah, let's go! The Patriots are bandwagons! 42. Basketball freaks. They're just so annoying. They're like, yeah, go! The Celtics are bandwagons! 44. Keemstar. Now, I don't hate Keemstar as much as I used to, but, I mean, he's kind of annoying. He really is hateful, and he's kind of like Leafy. 45. People believing everything that they hear on the internet. Now, you know, my sister and me were having a conversation last night. I like Justin Bieber, okay? But she doesn't like Justin Bieber. And she sent me this list of reasons that she found on the internet why she doesn't like Justin Bieber. And they were like some of the most ridiculous things. Like Justin Bieber went into a restaurant and made everybody in that restaurant in Disney World clear out so he could eat his dinner by himself. And these people that like spent months like reservations for their seats, and now they can't sit here because of Justin Bieber. Okay, Justin Bieber did not do that. Justin Bieber is simply a singer. He is a singer. He sings songs that are actually pretty good. And so he does not kick people out of there. Like, yeah, he street races, which, okay, is stupid. But he also does drugs, which, you know, I wouldn't do drugs, but I personally think that if you want to do drugs, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that choice, but if that's what you want to do, I mean, he's an adult, he should be able to do it. 46, basically just following up on what I just said, people who hate people when they make mistakes. Like, it's not bad that somebody makes mistakes. Number 47, when companies claim that they're number one. Like, and it's like number one in the most stupidest things. Like, yeah, we got the number one, you know, like, we got the number one, like, alien invasion company in all of Syracuse. Like, congratulations. Like, you're the only one. You're the only company in the whole world, actually. In your company is not even that good. You make crappy commercials about, like, it's gonna be huge. Like, okay, calm yourself. That's not a good accomplishment at all. 48. Most rap music. Now, there's some rap music that's pretty good, but, like Eminem, he's pretty good. But most rap music is terrible. For example, you can't even understand what they're saying. I seriously think that, like, they're singing with water in their mouth. Water in my mouth. Okay? 49. People who come back with facts. And it's actually not even that much of facts, but they come back with, like, things that they think are true, or they're claiming are true. Like, so for example, if I were to say, how's you in that little 1 inch of yours? And they'll say, like, actually it's like a foot long, and yours is like 2 inches. You can't come back with facts like that. You gotta come back with, like, something creative. Like, so if I were to say, yeah, look at your little 1 incher. And you could say, well, hey, at least it made your child. 50. Grumpy teenagers. I hate it when teenagers just think that they're entitled to being grumpy. Like, if they don't get everything that they want exactly when they want it, like, they're gonna be all grumpy. Or if they're, like, in a somewhat bad situation, like, 51. Disrespect to teachers. Now, you know, my math teacher, I obviously don't like math because I think it's stupid and useless. Or some of it is stupid and useless. Like, yeah, you need math. You definitely need math. But, like, I don't think you need past, like, 6th grade math. Teachers will get disrespected, like, just because the students think that it's stupid what they're teaching. Like, yeah, I think what the math teacher this year is teaching is stupid. I think there's no use in it. But, I mean, I'm still gonna respect the man. Mr. is a good guy. Like, I mean, he puts in hours every night working hard for us. You know, he thinks it's good. I mean, yeah, he's wrong about, like, us needing it, but, I mean, you gotta at least respect the guy for trying. 52. breaking kids' electronics and property. So yeah, I mean, I know that you bought the electronics. Most parents do buy like kids their electronics, but I mean, you buy it, so it's your property. But then you give it to the kids, which now makes it their property, right? Right? Just like, like there was a grocery store that I went to back when I lived in Vermont called the Co-op, and they would give you free fruit. Now, they obviously had to buy the fruit from like farms or something, but then they sold it to you for free. But now once you get it for free, it's your property now, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's no longer the co-op's property. It's yours. So, like, this water bottle that my dad bought for 88 cents is now my property. Right? Number 53, how most of good games are not for the Wii. Now, I don't have any gaming system. Morgan is the only one in this household that has a Wii, and she has it in her room. But I guess if I had, like, begged her, like, please just let me play on this for, like, this one night, she'd probably, like, say, okay, fine, eventually, after, like, an hour of begging her. But, like, there's, like, not many good games for the Wii anymore. I remember when, like, they'd have, like, oh, yeah, this game's coming out for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the Wii. And I'm like, great, now I get to play it. And then, like, I'm talking about NASCAR games, and now they have it for, like, the Xbox One and the PS4. Number 55, the Nickelodeon and Disney channels these days. I hate the shows on them. Like, I remember all the good shows, like Drake and Josh, and iCarly, and Victorious, and Big Time Rush. Like, remember all those? And now they take them away for, like, these, like, Game Shakers, or, like, Henry Danger, or, like, freaking, like, Dog with a Blog, or something stupid like that. Number 56, when people come up with great ideas that I should have come up with first. Now, that's not their fault, that's mine. Like, I should have come up with that idea. Like, Mr. Beast, he counted to 100,000 in one video, and that video was, like, 24 hours long, and it got, like, 8 million views. I wish I had come up with that idea. And then he did, like, reading the entire dictionary in one sitting. And it's like, why is he coming up with all these good ideas? So I'm trying to think of, like, an idea that he would do that he hasn't done. And then I think, like, there is none. And then he comes out with another video, like, oh, yeah, except for that, reading the YouTube terms and service. Like, I should have done that. Number 57, adults who won't even attempt to understand children. Like, they won't even make it a simple attempt. Like, try, at least. Like, they'll say, like, oh, these kids are so stupid, they have, like, these stupid phones, and, like, get out of here, go with your stupid life, and, yeah, you'll never get anywhere. Number 58, the facts that adults run the world. Now, yeah, I'd say that if some teenagers were to run the world, this world would be in flames. I know tons of teenagers who are like that. But also, there are some reasons that, because adults are running the world, that Donald Trump is president. That we're all going to the grave within the next probably 20 years. I mean, like, who decided that adults were the ones to run the world? Adults, right? They were the ones who decided that. So, how is it, like, official if they were the ones that decided to run the world? Like, right? It just kind of seems ridiculous. Like, what if kids decided that they were going to run the world? Like, they just all of a sudden decide. Like, how are adults going to be about that? Number 59, the Electoral College. Again, Donald Trump is our president because of that. It's something that an adult decided was a good idea. The popular vote was, like, said that Hillary Clinton should be our president. But this stupid thing, now Donald Trump's our president. It's stupid. Number 60, I hate it when people say the word hate. Number 61, irony. I hate irony. I hate it. Number 62, cringy videos. Again, irony. Number 63, giving up. Why would someone give up on something? Just doesn't seem like, if you want something so bad, you would keep on trying. Don't give up. Number 64. That all good things are so bad. Like, why? Like in that song, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Number 65. I hate teenagers' way of talking. Like, these better be going out and they be like, oh God, these like, go, go, go. And then you're like, what? It's like, whoa. And then it's like, oh, this girl be like, no. I can't stand that. Catch me outside, how about that? Number 66, I hate money. Why does this simple piece of paper just decide so much? Like, whether you're gonna get a good life or like a good house or like food. What if money just didn't exist and you could just go into stores and like, yeah, I want this iPhone. Like, yeah, obviously you have to still work for what you want. Like, not everybody's gonna be a famous person. Like, I mean, for fame, like, obviously you have to work hard for it. Like Justin Bieber did. You're gonna have to try to get noticed, but, like, why does that have to decide so much? 67, using your phone while you're driving. Like, no, don't do that. That's how so many people get killed. 68, teachers who take students' phones. Like, you have no right to do that. You have no right to put one hand on a student's phone without their permission. You know, if a student's like, oh, hey, here, take a look at this picture that I took, like, then obviously, yeah, you can take the student's phone just to look at the picture. But, you know, if a student's using his phone in class, like, yeah, you can tell him to put it away, but you have no right to take the student's phone. I know that if a teacher were to touch my student's phone and we're like, yeah, your parents are going to have to pick this up, yeah, I'd go to the school and, you know, pick up my child's phone, but then I'd, like, make a big, huge thing, like, the next time that you even think about touching my child's phone without their permission, I will get you fired. Verse 69. Saying that if you love them, let them go. There's that song that's like, if you love them, let them go. I hate that saying. Don't say that. It's stupid. If you were to love them, you wouldn't let them go. Number 70, people who hate snow. Now, there's so much snow outside. There's, like, we're on a snow day. That's why I'm filming this video right now, is because we had a snow day. And, you know, people will say, I hate snow, just don't let it come, just let it go, let it not snow. Like, I love snow. It's just awesome. You can go outside and make snow angels. Now, obviously, there's a time that I don't want snow. Like, snow's good in between, like, you know, December 1st and, like, March 21st. Because that's, like, the end of fall and, like, all of winter. 71. iPhones not being able to record screens. So I hate that. Like, if I want to film some, like, Minecraft on my phone, I can't do that because my phone won't record its screen. Now, I know, like, you can pay money to, like, hook your phone up to the computer and then, like, get the screen on there, and then you can, like, record the screen from that, but it just seems stupid that you can't, like, legitimately record it without some viruses being put on your phone or, like, jailbreaking it. Number 72, that you can't ban users from seeing your YouTube channel. Now, I know that you can, like, block them, but that only stops them from commenting on it. Which then, like, can't they just make another account and then comment on it again? So I wish that you could, like, ban YouTube users from your channel. I mean, that just seems like it'd be the best idea. Number 73, also, that YouTube will allow you to watch videos without signing in. Because then, like, you can't, like, stop somebody from seeing your YouTube channel, because if they don't have an account, you can't ban them. So yeah, YouTube, you need to do two things. You need to make it to where I can ban somebody from seeing my YouTube channel, not just commenting on my YouTube videos, from completely seeing it at all. Like my name comes up in the search bar, it'll say blocked. It'll say you cannot see this person's YouTube channel because, you know, he doesn't like you, and he doesn't want you to see it. And you should also make it to where we have to sign in. You must sign in. Number 74. People who say violent video games are bad. Now, again, this is mostly adults who say this. Some kids say that, but I mean, mostly it's just adults. And my view on them are violent video games are good as long as you don't try to replicate what it does in real life. Like, violent video games like Grand Theft Auto. I don't play Grand Theft Auto because I'm not allowed to because it's violent and I don't have an Xbox. But, my view on it is that you should, you play it because you like to, like, I'm not gonna doubt. I'd love to go down the city streets with a car, driving like and like going on the sidewalk and like destroying like the benches and like those table things that are outside some restaurants and like running over people, like them screaming. Like, yeah, that sounds super fun, but like you're gonna go to jail for like the rest of your life for that. So you do that kind of stuff in Grand Theft Auto or other video games, and it just like is an escape, so you can do that stuff without getting in trouble, right? Number 75, taxes. I hate sales tax. I hate it. Like, I hate sales tax. Like, if I buy something that's like $1, I have to pay $1.08. Number 76, I hate abortion. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to your child, because if you were stupid enough to have unprotected sex, then you were stupid enough to go for the consequences, okay? Number 77, live streaming on YouTube and Twitch is so difficult. Like, okay, I can't do it on my phone. I'll accept that. But on the computer, like, if it seems like you should just be able to click a simple button and then, like, add in the title and do all that, and then you can just go live streaming. But it's much more difficult than that on YouTube and Twitch. Like, on Twitch, I go on Twitch and I can't even find the area to start streaming. Like, how do you even start streaming on there? I've never done a live stream on Twitch because I can't find the simple button to press start streaming. Okay? Number 78. Not all shows and movies are on Netflix and Hulu. I'll be searching through Netflix and Hulu, and I'll be like, oh, is this movie on here? Is this movie on here? And then I'll find out that it's not. Number 79. People who cannot take jokes. I hate those people. Like, if you can't take a joke, personally, I don't think that you should be out in public. 80, not getting paid for hard work. 81, the fact that kids can get held back or skip grades. Number 82, it's always the second person that gets caught that gets in trouble for it. Like, so if I were to go up and steal an Oreo, but I'm the first person to do it, but if Olivia were to come up behind me and take an Oreo too, Olivia's gonna be the one that gets caught for it, right? Because it's always the second person. Like, he told me to. He told me to do it. Yeah, but you were the one who did it. Did you tell him to do it? Yeah, you're also in trouble somewhat, but you're the main one in trouble, Olivia, because you were the one who did it. 83, expensive airfare. Like, yeah, I get that it costs like money to fly, but it seems like, to fly to Dubai is like $2,000 one way for one person. It's kind of ridiculous. Number 84, again, barely any non-stop flights. Like, why do we have to, I'm going to LA, why do I have to, come from Syracuse, stop at Charlotte, stop at Nashville, stop at Anchorage, stop in, like, Mars, stop in Jupiter. Like, then 20 years later, I finally made it, just so I can, like, have one meeting, and then fly the 20 years back home. And my son has already, like, had his second child, is married, and all because I have to take stops. Number 85, long flights. Again, these three were, like, flights. 85, long flights. Why do my flights have to be so long? A flight from Syracuse to JFK. Now, a drive from Syracuse Airport to JFK in New York City is, like, 272 miles. Now, airplanes go, like, 500 miles, right? Now, that's a non-stop flight. That is a non-stop flight. But if it goes 500 miles an hour, then it seems like it should not take over an hour to get there. It seems like it should take, it seems like it should take maybe 30 minutes. Number 86, the fact that you're allowed to spank your kids. I don't feel like you should be allowed to spank your kids. That's abuse. Number 87, the fact that college is so expensive. Like, yeah, I get that it should cost some money, but the fact that it costs like $70,000. Like, I know Jesse, my favorite YouTuber, McJuggernuggets, he went to school in Rowan University for film. He went like one day a week because he thought it was kind of stupid, but he only did it because his dad wanted him to. He went like one day a week. He already had learned like most of the stuff that he needed to learn for film. He learned more on his own than he did in school. He went there like one day a week. He didn't even stay there. He didn't have a dorm. He stayed at home, and it costed him $70,000. Number 88, the marriage system. It's so stupid. 89, custody battles. Like I said, you had to battle about custody for your child. You know, if I was the child in that situation, I'd say, okay, everybody, stop fighting over me. I'm not that important. I am deciding that I want to go with this person, and you're not going to do anything about that to stop me. I want to be with this person for like 1 week, and I want to be with this person for the next week. I feel like it should be up to the child, because it's about the child, right? It's about the child. It's not about the adults here. It's about the child. Number 90, the new damaged car rule. Now, the new damaged car rule for NASCAR is that if you get involved in a wreck, you can go to pit road and repair your car for 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes from the time that you get on pit road to the time that you get off pit road to repair your car. That's ridiculous. And if you can't do that in that amount of time, then you're done for the race. If you go to the garage, you're done for the race. It's ridiculous. I mean, you go out there to try to get as much points as possible. It's not fair. Number 91, hate towards Joey Logano. Now, Joey Logano's a good guy. He races hard. He does. And this is coming from the biggest Kyle Busch fan. The biggest Kyle Busch fan ever exist. He just had a fight with him the other day, and Kyle Busch had blood on his head afterwards. And I still like Joey Logano, and I'm saying like don't hate on Joey Logano after all that just happened. So I don't get all the hate towards him. I know he's a hard racer. I mean, actually, Matt Kenseth, as a matter of fact, wrecked him, and then he got hate for it. Joey got hate for Matt Kenseth wrecking him. Now, I know Joey spun Matt Kenseth out at Kansas a few years ago, but that was to win the race. That's like a racing situation. Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth were running like 1-2, and Joey Logano spun out Matt Kenseth to try to win the race. Now, 2 weeks later, Matt Kenseth got Joey Logano back by, Matt Kenseth was like 9 laps down. Joey Logano was in the lead. Matt Kenseth comes and wrecks him, takes him out of the win. And it's ridiculous that everybody loves Matt Kenseth for that, but hates Joey Logano for that. Number 92, less NASCAR night races. There's not many night races at NASCAR anymore. There used to be a lot, but, in 2016, they took Richmond away. Richmond does a night race away. They still have the fall night race at Richmond, but then they took the Texas spring race away for the night racing. So we got like our first night race is going to be in Kansas. Now, that's ridiculous. It's in May. We're not going to have a night race until May. It's March. It's March 14th, and we're not going to have one until like May 20th, I think. Number 93, when people refer to me as this kid, I don't like that. I have a name. My name is not this kid. My name is Sam. You refer to me as Sam, Sammy, or Samantha. That's all I'll take. Okay? Number 94, racist people. I don't like racist people. I don't like people when they're racist or, just, it's not funny. People will be like, oh yeah, that guy is like, we're not going to let him do that because he's black. Like, it's not funny nor necessary. Okay? Number 95, having to charge devices. Now, I'm charging my phone right now as I'm filming this video, and so my battery doesn't die. Now, I know that they say, like, oh yeah, your battery will last, like, 8 hours. Yeah, that's if you're not using it. That it lasts 8 hours if you're not using it. Which, what's the point of a phone if you're not going to use it? Number 96, that questions on the test are way harder than they were in class. That doesn't seem very legit. In class, they'll be like, okay, y equals mx plus b. In homework, they'll be like, y equals m2x plus b. On the test, they'll be like, Y equals the sun times Mickey Mouse plus the American flag stars equals why does the clock say 12:52? Number 96. That is apparently always the kid's fault for getting bad grades. Like, no, it's not the kid's fault. Sometimes it is. Most of the time it is, I'll say. Because the kid is being ridiculous and refusing to do any of his work. But then sometimes it's the teacher's fault for, like, not teaching good enough. Or even the school system's fault. I'm not blaming teachers for much in this video. Because the teachers are doing the best that they can. But, you know, usually it's the school system's fault for the kind of things that they're teaching. You know, most of the people who run the school system have never taught a day in their life. So, I mean, it's not always the kid's fault. Number 98, that Instagram live streams don't save. Like, you can't watch replays of your past Instagram live streams. It's kind of stupid. Okay, number 99, on live.me, you can get fake viewers. I don't like that, like robot viewers. That'll come into your live stream, and they won't comment at all. Like, I think I've gotten 200 people in my live streams before. I think I only had, like, 5 real people. And number 100, the moment that we've all been waiting for. What will it be? What will number 100 be? What is the one thing that I hate? The last thing that I hate the most? Is it murder? Is it the camera dying? Is it people breaking into other people's houses? Is it my TV is not perfect? Is it the fact that this camera has been running for an hour and 11 minutes, even though this video is like however long? No. What will it be? Dun, 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 dun. Number 100. Scrambled eggs.